It's time that you live your life on purpose with meaning by tapping into your inner strength. Today, I am going to talk about authentic empowerment. I'm going to tell you what it's like when you're not living in your authentic power and how to get there. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek into one of my tools that I have for you. It's going to be a good video, so buckle in, maybe take some notes. I'm going to grab some coffee because I got a lot to talk about. But first, I'm Janet Zavala. I am a career and life coach, a midlife mentor, 5-time best-selling author. Okay, that's all the, official stuff. But I am excited about this topic because I am passionate about helping women step into their power and to live more authentically, because you living authentically is what this world needs. When you are living inauthentically and without power, you find it very hard to make decisions about your life. You can feel out of control or like you have to put a mask on to fit in. You're always feeling like you have to change parts of yourself. If you're watching social media or things that influence you to buy or change yourself, like you're really drawn to that all the time. You're feeling like you need to change parts of yourself. And you're not living to your true values and your passions. And it can be a very exhausting way to live your life. So I'm going to tell you how to get your power back. First, I want to tell you about the 6 pillars of authentic empowerment. I have delivered this exercise to hundreds of women in workshops so they can start to define the areas that are most important to them, the foundational things that make you you, to really articulate them and to identify them very clearly. This will be the foundation by which you can make decisions in your life and that you can return to say, oh, that's where my power lies. Because when you live your life in alignment with these 6 pillars, you live a life that you love, not just tolerate the life that you live. So let's talk about the pillars. The first one is your innate talents. These are things that you're born with, that you kind of came out of the womb talented in these areas. You don't have to work very hard to be good at this. Think about somebody who is very young and can play the piano, right? But we all have that. Like my son is very good at math. I am not. This is something that is an innate talent that you have. Identifying those are key to grabbing your power back. And then identifying your strengths. These are things that you're good at, that you're really good at, but you've had to work and invest time and effort, maybe money and schooling to get really good at these things. So clearly identifying what these things are, what your strengths are, is very key. Then identifying your values. These are the things that are kind of deal breakers that you need to have and live your life by these values in order to feel authentic and empowered, that somebody's not stealing your power by making you go against your values. And then there's your priorities. And these can change over time based on the season of your life, but these are the things that are most important to you in your life. Maybe you're at the stage of your life where you're building your career, and that is the most important thing to you. Maybe you're at the time in your life where you are raising young kids, or maybe you've just had grandchildren, and these are your priorities where you want to spend a significant amount of time and energy on these priorities in your life. The 5th one is your dreams. Never give up your dreams. We have dreams all the time of what we want, and sometimes we live a life that we just push these aside. But you need to get back in touch with your dreams, find out what they are, if you have new ones, if you need to resurrect old ones. Identify your dreams, very clearly articulate these dreams that you have. And then the last one, the 6th pillar, is your passions. These are things that you're passionate about, things that you lose time doing, but they really lift your spirit. So whether it's gardening or artistic project, these are things that you lose time doing and that you just really enjoy. It makes you feel more yourself, that you just fall deeply into these activities. So those are the 6 pillars. And stay to the end of the video because I'm going to tell you how to get this workbook of the 6 pillars of authentic empowerment so you can do this exercise and make sure that you have that foundation of your life clearly identified. Now we're going to switch into 5 actions that you can take to continue to build your authenticity and get your power back. The first one aligns with the 6 pillars, is cultivating awareness. Really identifying what is true to you. Identifying and prioritizing what feels good to you. And even doing a little reflection back. What worked well? What didn't work? What would you like to do again? Maybe just a little bit differently. So really understanding yourself on a deep level and appreciating yourself. So when you think about cultivating awareness, you can also ask for feedback from people, because other people have told us what they think we're good at. They can give us feedback like, oh, you were happiest when, and identify those areas where you need to spend more time and energy. The second one is practicing self-acceptance. In a world where we are asked, especially as women, to change everything about ourselves, change our makeup, change our hair, change our weight, change our clothes, change everything so we can fit into a mold or look like other people. But practicing that self-love and self-acceptance is key to this process, because we have to like who we are. So getting in touch with who you are and loving that. Your unique, quirky self, your imperfect self, nobody is perfect. So actually loving yourself as you are right now in this moment. The third one may be a little bit hard for some people, especially if you're an introvert like me, but making sure that you enhance your self-expression. You might think that this video stuff is easy for me. It's not. I've been practicing for quite a few years now, but practicing expressing yourself, expressing your ideas. You don't have to do it over video, just doing it with family and friends and coworkers and other people in your life so you can express your needs and your wants and your desires. I just recently expressed to a friend of mine that something that they said kind of hit me the wrong way. And I knew that their intention was not to make me feel bad, but I felt it important to express it. And you know what? That's something that I wouldn't have done years ago, because I wouldn't have felt confident enough to do it. And I would have just let it eat me up inside. But we had a dialogue about it. She didn't mean it like that. I said that it's probably coming from a place of insecurity, but I just wanted to say something, and we had a good dialogue about it. So expressing yourself authentically is so key. And it takes practice. It takes practice to do it. So continuing to express to others how you feel, what you think. The fourth area that you can focus on to step into your authentic empowerment is to practice self-compassion. And that means that you are not taking on too much. You're not overwhelming yourself with a whole bunch of tasks and doing a lot of things for other people, that you are prioritizing yourself and your own needs first. So then you can give to people more meaningful time and more authentic energy. And it does mean practicing self-care. So whatever that means to you, whether it means getting a massage or facial or doing those kind of relaxing spa kind of things, do that. Whether it means doing other sort of activities that make you feel more you, that de-stress you, that make you feel more alive, do those things. That is self-care. Anything that makes you feel good and makes you feel more alive. So make sure to incorporate self-care into your actions. And the fifth and final thing, make sure that you are determined to achieve things in your life, whatever that is. When we stop growing, when we stop learning, we just kind of fade out and we kind of wither away. We are meant to learn and grow often and almost on a daily basis. So setting goals for yourself, making sure that you are looking forward, because when you have goals and a vision for your future, you're excited about something, you're working towards something that you desire, and that creates energy, that gives you power, that allows you to be authentic. So make sure that you are setting goals for your future. It doesn't need to be work, it doesn't need to be anything complicated, but when you're working towards something, whether it's learning a new skill or maybe making your yard or garden the best it can be, you need to make sure that you're working towards something, because that will give you so much energy. Authentic empowerment is a lifelong journey. It takes commitment, courage, and compassion on a regular basis. Sometimes we fall off and we need to get back and start over again, but you need to be committed to feel your best and do your best and be proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. So make sure to check the notes of this video where you can get instructions on how to get my powerful exercise, the 6 pillars of authentic empowerment. It's really powerful. It's foundational to live an authentic life with power. And then also, we all need community. We all need support. I've had great coaches in my life. Schedule a free session with me. There's no commitment, and we can work through on how you can get your power back. Okay, a little bit more coffee because, whew, that was a lot.